الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده واشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So inshallah we'll continue again the daily hadith. So inshallah today this hadith is narrated in both Bukhari and Muslim by Umar radiallahu anhu. عن عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بني الإسلام على خمس شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة والحج وصوم رمضان. So in this very hadith we've heard very often, very commonly used hadith, and in here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we've also talked about in the previous hadith of Jibreel, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gives an example of Islam being a structure resting on 5 pillars. And of course, the best way to teach is always to use examples. He could have explained it, he could have explained why, but he put it in a very poetic, very beautiful manner that Islam is like a structure that rests on 5 pillars. So just like any structure, it has to be built on very strong foundations. As Muslims, this is you can say the bare minimum. If you want to call yourself a Muslim, this is what you have to do at least. And as long as we stay steadfast on these, that canopy or that structure will stay strong. But imagine if we become loose or we become a little bit careless in any one of those areas, be it in our faith or our iman, be it in our fasting or in our prayers or in our hajj or anything. So any one of those pillars, if we become lazy or if we become complacent and we don't fulfill the full obligation of that pillar of Islam, then of course that canopy will always be in danger, right? That structure is always in danger, right? Recently they had that study that came out with almost 50,000, not 50,000, about how many structures in this in Los Angeles that are actually weak. I'm not sure if anyone remember the number. So there's that study where many of these buildings are not earthquake proof and they need further. So the same thing, if we have our Islam, we can be as young or as old as we want. But if our Islam is strong, we stay steadfast on these 5 pillars, inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect us. We'll be protected. That's the least that can happen. The least that can happen just by doing the 5 pillars of Islam is that your iman is protected. But if we are not careful in any one of these areas, that means that structure is always in danger, and especially in this time where we're surrounded by so much negativity against Islam. If even one of those pillars is weak, the chances of it collapsing are very, very real, and they're also very high. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. There are many other slides out there, many things that are far that could have been mentioned in here. Learning knowledge is also a farm. Dawah, is also a farm. There are all responsibilities that are upon us. But these are the core foundations of Islam, the foundations of our religion, and really of our faith. So as long as we stay steadfast and hold strong onto these values, our iman will be protected somewhat, inshallah. But if we are not, then there is no guarantee. May Allah protect our 5 pillars of Islam. May Allah protect our iman as well, and give us the tawfiq to be strong and good Muslims, inshallah.